good reason why maybe they shouldn't do another game. Because if you look at Uncharted, like that was about, hey, Drake goes on these awesome adventures, the gameplay's pretty cool, and we have sort of this awesome crew of characters that are fun and you know, a little bit humorous, and so you could basically throw them into any situation. You got Sully, you got Drake, Chloe, and what's his first girlfriend's name, the blonde chick, blonde chick something, whatever her name is.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Forgetting her name. But you could kind of throw them in. You're like, oh, go search for this treasure, go to this faraway land, and it would work. Here, though, I mean, the world is interesting in the sense like the clickers are cool and the landscapes are really beautiful, but the overall story itself is kind of generic apocalypse stuff. So it's not like, oh, now we're going to just take Ellie and Joel and throw them into a, you know, we're going to put them down south in Texas and Florida. Like that wouldn't work. It would feel cheap. So
I mean, for me, the world felt generic, but it didn't really feel generic as well. It also had little bits of stuff that sort of made it stand out, and it made it feel a little bit different as well. I mean, to me, it felt like a completely unique experience when I was playing it. I know the story feels similar to like some movies and stuff, but for me, like playing the game felt like a unique game that I had never played before.
right, and I think even furthermore, if they just did another travel across the country. I mean, I think that you could probably set up something interesting with sort of a clash between the Fireflies and maybe like Tommy's survivors or something of this,
Exactly. Yeah.
you know, some sort of, I don't know. I do think they would need to progress the story. I don't think like a year later, Joel and Ellie are back on the trail is like a really convincing storyline. But something else I think would be really odd, and I don't know how it would work, is, you know, Drake existed on the PlayStation 3 and the PS Vita, I guess, but basically had the same look. If they go to the PlayStation 4, like, is it going to be too jarring to see everything basically recreated? And I don't know that they could just take the same assets and up-res them. I feel like they would have to. Do you know what I'm saying? Does that
Yeah,
seem like it
start
would
from
create some
scratch.
dissonance? Yeah.
I think Naughty Dog have a very like iconic style this generation, don't they? From the first game, it all feels very, very similar. But I think they could easily bring that across. I mean, it would look perhaps a little bit more realistic almost because it does have that sort of cartoon, not cartoony look, but it's very Naughty